What's up, everybody? This is Steven Palomino from my MDF3 Project 2 video review. The term is 1410. I'm just going to go over the changes here that I was assigned. The first thing was the seek bar, which you can see here. That does work. I don't know if you can hear the music there. Turn it down a bit. The seek bar does work. Next thing was the shuffle, and I did have the album art as well as one of the changes, but you'll notice that when I shuffle, it'll go from 1 to, there's only 3 songs, so it'll be 1, 2, or 3. So it just randomly goes to something else. So that's the seek bar, album art, and shuffle. The third thing was the rotate landscape. I did include all 5 buttons instead of hiding the pause and play since I had some more room down here. So this does work. Album art again, shuffle, everything still works. The only thing I wasn't able to get work was the resume playing and updating when it rotates. But everything else works, and it still works in landscape. It just doesn't resume while you're playing. So if you play and then rotate it, it won't pick that up. But other than that, everything works. I'll go ahead and show off the code here. Most of the changes were, actually there were some changes to the fragment, but most of the changes were in the service. But as far as the fragment goes, I did do some changes to the actual click methods to move everything to the actual service, for the playback at least. So some things were set here for setting the text for the title and stuff like that, but then everything else was in the actual service, so not much else here changed. For the service, I did implement the handler and the runnable to update the bar, and then I just made that a separate method over here to just update the current position. And I did make it a second, 1,000 milliseconds. The next thing, let's see what else has changed here. I do call the update in a couple places based on where it needs to be called. Nothing much else here. I did have to call for the album art, which I believe I forgot to show off here. I do have the album art showing as well over here. Over here, yep, there you go. So it does update. If you go to the, oops, we'll shuffle. Third song, updates. So that does also work. So I did have to change that for the large icon there, and on the small icons, still the same, the earphones. Not much has changed anywhere else. Most of the logic here is the same. Let's see. Randomize. This is the method that I implemented for the shuffle. Just randomizes the URI array list. Then again, I call the update updating the seek bar here. And the method to get I made this method I found, kind of tweaked it a bit to get a URI from a bitmap for the song picture, which is the album art. So it turns a URI into a bitmap. So I made that method there. Then everything else is the same. So that's basically it. Not too much. It was again the hardest thing for me that I didn't finish was the actual rotation, but everything else was pretty straightforward. I didn't have too much time during the week to ask questions, so I do regret that. Take advantage of the office hours. But other than that, it was just getting the time to sit down and go through it. So again, this has been my week 2 review for MDF3. Thanks for watching.